foremost, let's take a look at this updated paludarium, terrarium, call it whatever you want. There have been fake plants here, but I changed them for this, domestic fern, which I really like. This is my favorite plant. I didn't have much success growing it, but I guess that, when the roots are basically, submerged in water, they have unlimited access to nutrients. And Spathiphyllum, well, maybe I would place more in this gap, and in here, I'll see. There's not so much left right now at home. And I don't like this stone because it doesn't actually match all that. Maybe I would replace it with the same lava rock, but that's okay. And in here you can see somewhere the red devil crab. Oh yeah, you can see him. He is kind of like chilling here. He has some piece of apple. He likes, fruits. The shrimp right now are grazing on some food. I feed them like 2 or 3 times a week. There are so many, and there is one guppy fry which should be somewhere. Yes, here he is swimming, also eating, etc. It's important to keep monitoring the water, because the water gets easily dirty because there is not so much. Plus, the wood releases tannin, so it also can cause some problems as well. For example, sometimes bacterial outbreak may happen, etc. A small spray bar filter which is used to agitate the water and circulate it, etc. So I'll think about adding more plants in this corner. I think it would be really great because it will close these gaps and the overall look will become bushier. And of course you need to humidify this place. There is enough humidity because of the lid, but anyway, I think that these plants will require much more. So that's it for this one. Take a look at those two. In here everything is growing again in a wild way. The duckweed has taken over everything. I moved the male platy in here. He doesn't touch anybody because he was harassing one female in the 7-gallon aquarium. I think because he mistook her for the male. Unfortunately, all my old guppies who were like 2 years, they passed away because of the age, I guess. So there are only their offspring right now, and some antlers as well. I put some antlers in here. Maybe you can see them. Here's one. And the babies. I don't know where they were taken from. I guess that this is the work of the female antlers. Okay. And then here, you see, I trimmed these plants 2 times, and I put the stems in another aquarium. Everybody is right now eating because it was a feeding time. Rasboras always chill in this corner. Everybody is growing, I guess. So that's the update for this one. Not so much. The green hair algae started to retreat. So I guess that's a good start, to be honest, because I was already worrying about that, whether I will be able to, get rid of it, and I think that I managed it somehow. You do not get rid of it 100%, but at least you can get rid of it so that it doesn't in your face, To this 7-gallon, I heavily planted it, as much as I could. Recently, I have already trimmed this Myriophyllum plant. You can see the trimming. I don't know how it grows back, but there are 2 shoots, this one and that trimmed one. I just put it in here and it weighs down very easily. There are some bits of stems here. Don't know how it turned out to be so. Anyway, everybody is feeding right now. The tank right now, let's say, suffers from some amount of algae, but somehow I managed to clean it all the time. This Echinodorus, actually, I was planning to remove it from this a little bit ugly looking, pot or something, but it grows well, so I don't want to disturb that, to be honest. Well, okay, let's see, maybe the algae will retreat if I reduce the amount of lighting and also the lighting hours, etc. We'll see. Right now the tank is relatively new, maybe that's the problem, though the media is old and some of those stones are also old. But anyway,